Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through, because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
From the broadcast booth on the basketball court to the broadcast booth behind home plate.
You were in a broadcast
Here we go.
booth.
What's up, Tim? How are you, man? Our good buddy Tim behind home plate. We are ready for slow pitch softball here in 2023. My goodness, we've got Mangum, we've got Duke ready to go in a battle of Lady Tigers. First game of the year for both ball clubs. This is fun stuff. We're excited.
That's McKylan.
McKylan Puckett. I'm glad you told me McKylan.
We got the
McKylan stepping in, hits a ground line shot right at third base, and Matty Paxton is there for one out. So that's the fun thing about slow pitch softball. It can
fat guys can play.
It can get there in a hurry, and I mean to tell you, and it did. So Matty makes the play for out number one. Dave McCook says, "Go Mangum" from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Dustin McAlexander has joined us as well, and we're glad to have you alongside us. Sky Clausen now will step in. Clausen is the left fielder this afternoon for Duke. First pitch to her. Upstairs for a ball, 1-0. It always bothers me when I look at a guy behind home plate like Tim, and he doesn't have any protection on. And no protection. I mean, take one off the coconut. 1-0 pitch on the way. Clausen looks at one outside for a ball.
Maybe that's why he doesn't have it. He's taking too many off the coconut.
Well, it can and it does happen. Believe me, I've been there.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch outside for a ball. Count now 3-0. We'll set the club for you defensively here in a moment. Jennifer Reisner checking in. Jennifer says, "Go ladies." As we've got one gone here in the first. Soft wind blowing in from center field, by the way. There's a cold strike. And that'll run the count to 3-1. On the bump this afternoon or at home plate or on the mound is Blake.
Circle.
Yeah, circle. That's what I'm looking for. There's a line drive headed towards right field. That'll get down for a base hit. So runner aboard here with one gone in inning number one. So we've got to get the terminology down, right? I mean, that's what we've got to switch gears.
Got to switch gears. We're moving along through this school season. You're right. We shut the chapter in the gym, and now we are outside enjoying some softball.
First pitch swinging, little looping line drive into left field. That'll be a base hit. Good job by York to throw behind the runner, but not in time. So Brock Dill is aboard. Runners at first and second, and just one gone here in inning number one.
Coach Bingham was looking forward to today. He said there's only so much you can practice in slow pitch softball.
Yeah, no kidding. Ground ball headed towards center field. That'll get through. Let's see if they send the runner. York up quickly with the ball, fires to home plate, and throws a strike. And everybody going to stay where they should. Sydney Webb has joined us. Said the kid. She spent some time in the circle for Mangum. DB Torres has joined us. Vote tomorrow. Early and often. And then Matty Lively has joined us as well. I'm going to leave that one right there. Bases juiced. One gone. Cold strike to the batter. That's Brayley Dollins. Kaylee Hall, by the way, over at first base after that single to center. Pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now on Kaylee Hall. No, that's not. That's Seeley Hall. I'm sorry. Seeley Hall.
You got it.
1-1 pitch. Ground ball back to the pitcher. And she'll fire to home in time for out number two. A bang-bang play at home plate for the second out as it's recorded 1-2. Yes.
Well, that was number 9, Dollins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said that was Hall. So.
No, Hall was at first base.
Okay.
They get up and swing so fast you don't have time to write them down before they swing. Left-handed hitter here. That one's going to spin foul as Addie King was late on the pitch. 0-1 on King. We'll get it right.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We got all the info.
Sometime. You came from Lawton. I was in Lawton. Went back to Ounces, then to Mangum.
Home.
Other than that, it's been a slow day.
Yeah.
Ground ball and the flip the first in time, and the inning will come to a close on the force out. And nothing doing for Duke in their half of inning number one. No runs. They had 3 hits. Bases left loaded after a half inning of play. It is Duke nothing. Mangum come to bat. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. 333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Chad Fox, I got to tell you, with that wind blowing in from center field a little bit out of the north, it's a tad bit cool.
Yeah, I had a short sleeve on and had to go get a little pullover, but yes, indeedy. And what, we got a little change? Do we have a chance of rain coming up?
Well, yeah, I saw something about a frontal boundary earlier today, so yeah, I think so later in the week. And I bought the weed and feed yesterday, had plans on putting it down tomorrow evening, so we'll see how that goes. Farmer Green Thumb that I am. Brent Bogart has joined us. Shane Hagee as well. Fallon McKenzie Webb. Hello. Jonna K says, go. Good job, Maddie. She says, go Mangum Tigers. Daisha Cooper Bingham, who had a birthday the other day. And I think she's incredibly younger than Brian. I think that something happened there, you know. I think he wasn't true about his age on his identification or anything.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
And Daisha says, let's go, ladies. So there you go. All right. So here's the starting lineup for Mangum, and we'll check them offensively. It'll be Woodruss, Paxton, and York to lead it off for the first. That's Bryn, Maddie, and Lauren. Hadley Zachary will bat fourth. Morgan White hits fifth. It's Holly Lehman-Webb in the sixth slot, rather. Landry Lively will bat seventh. Blakely Manesco is the pitcher. Alyssa Dreyer is in behind the dish, and Jalen Hammond out in right field. So there you go. You do got you've got a little jacket thing going on there, don't you?
Yeah, I'm getting old, Michael. Getting old. You got the
just stop.
Just shorts on, you know.
Yeah, I'm in between seasons. I've got the long sleeve shirt, but the shorts. And I realized the last time that I wore these, I must have stained the fence because I've got stain on them as well. So that's good. Well,
thankfully, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, okay. That'll be enough of that kind of noise. So here we go, bottom of the first inning. By the way, this is the first ball game of the year for both teams. Valerie Dreyer has checked in. She says, good afternoon, as that wind continues to blow in slightly from center field. 210 to straightaway center, 200 to right and left field, and ball one delivered here to Woodruss. When we last saw Bryn, she was sprawled on the floor of the basketball court. But already doing well here. Takes up inside for ball two, 2-0 on Woodruss. Pitcher this afternoon, Brayley Dollins for this group from Duke. Glad you could join us this afternoon, wherever you may be joining from. James Carroll Bates has joined us. Out in front of that one, foul and out of play. It's Woodruss, 2-1 on Bryn. And again, it'll take a minute probably to get the timing down. You said that Coach said there's only so much practicing you can do when it comes to slow pitch softball, but the timing going to be the key here.
That's what he mentioned, yep.
A little bit deep for a ball, and it's 3-1.
And you've seen big fellas up there just whiff at one, too. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Ball four. Woodruss is aboard with the leadoff walk to begin the ball game for Mangum. I've been known to take a hack and miss a time or two myself, and there is nothing worse. And people don't understand, when you swing that hard and miss, you can hurt stuff. Bad. So Maddie Paxton will step in, takes a pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Maddie, taking all the way after the walk. Good crowd listening to this afternoon. Teresa Williams says, let's go, ladies. 0-1 pitch on the way to Paxton. Lifts one towards right field, and that one will be caught. Now Woodruss, boy, I tell you what, Woodruss got away with one. She got caught in no man's land, and had the right fielder fired to first base, Brent would have been picked off. As it is, there's one gone on the fly out to right. And here's Lauren York. York is the rover here this afternoon. Interesting how they have Lauren positioned defensively as she looks at the ball outside, 1-0. Giving her some room in left center field, and I think that's because of the way the wind is blowing. The balls that we have seen hit so far have drifted towards right field, and that's inside for ball, 2-0. And I think that's in large part because the pitch is pushing to the outside. So Dollins down in the count, 2-0. Wind blowing a little bit harder now from center field. Inside for ball 3, 3-0 on York. It'll be interesting to see here in game number 1 if she gets the green light. Sky Clausen deep in left field. Ball 4. That one was deep, that one was high, and that was an easy call. So the second walk of the inning puts runners at first and second now with 1 gone. And it'll bring to the plate Hadley Zachary. Zachary playing first base this afternoon for this group from Mangum. Takes inside for ball, 1-0. Got to be a little bit difficult for Dollins to get her spacing right now. As we mentioned, that wind at her back and beginning to increase a little bit. Woodruss at second, York at first, 1 gone. Zachary had a notion, pitch too tall, and the count 2-0 on Hadley. Alyssa Keck out there in center field. Been Keck's playing for Duke about the last 100 years, it seems like. Ball 3 to Hadley. She's up in the count, 3-0. Kim Johnson says, let's go, ladies. Duke loaded the bases in their half of the first, couldn't get anybody on board. Mangum a pitch away from loading the bases here, and they do on the third walk of the afternoon. So Woodruss will go to third. York is at second. Zachary at first. 1 gone for Morgan White. Morgan the shortstop here this afternoon for this group from Mangum. You would think that she will be taking. She is, then hits the plate, and that's an easy ball 1. Courtney Randolph, by the way, the catcher this afternoon for this group from Duke. 1-0 now on White. Morgan takes a strike, the count level at 1-1. Actually, Presley Dickerson, I should say. Presley Dickerson out there in right field. The ball gets by the catcher, but again, no stealing here. In the count now, 2-1 on Zachary. Hitter's pitch, or I check that on Morgan White. White will take ball 3, 3-1. So White a pitch away from getting her first RBI this season by walking. How about that? Bases juice, 1 gone, first inning. First of 2 here this afternoon. That one's popped up on the fence and should be an easy play. Infield fly actually was the correct call. Zachary stays at first, York at second, and Woodruss at third. White the second out of the inning. And again, Chad, you can see the timing being off there.
Yep.
That was a pretty good pitch to hit. She got it in on her hands.
Yep, most definitely. Same for the pitcher, too. That's got to be getting that, like you said, that wind's at her back, so having to adjust. And that's a long way to slow pitch a ball and try to hit a small target.
Holly Lehman-Webb steps in, takes a ball, 1-0 on Lehman-Webb. That one hits home plate, and it's 2-0 on Holly. By the way, we'll do a quiz. It'll happen again. How was that an infield fly a moment ago on the little pop-up to the pitcher?
Every base was covered. What else you need?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. 3-0 now on Lehman-Webb. The simple answer is if there's less than 2 outs, and a force can be made at third base.
Got it. Okay.
Pitch on the way here. Called strike, and it's 3-1. I'm getting ready. Actually, refereed some games Saturday.
Okay.
Going to be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then we'll have a couple of weeks off, and Little League softball begins not too far. Looking forward to that. Ball 4, and Lehman-Webb will get the RBI on the bases loaded walk. So the first run of the season scored by Woodruss, as that is the 4th walk of the afternoon. And it results in an RBI. York, who runs well, is over at third. Zachary at second. Lehman-Webb at first. 2 gone now. And the first pitch to Landry Lively, taken for a ball, 1-0 on Landry. So are you like me? Is it hard to get used to looking at the kids who we saw last week playing in a basketball uniform, now in a softball uniform?
Yes. Yeah.
2-0 on Landry.
And, man, did they give it their all, too. See, like you said.
Yeah.
Brent was out there on the getting those strawberries on the court. All of them were. They were playing hard.
2-0 pitch on the way here, inside for ball 3, and Landry ahead in the count 3-0. Basketball season not done in Southwest Oklahoma. What a job by Andrew Twan and the Hobart Bearcats. They made the 2A boys tournament this past weekend. Ball 4, Lively with an RBI. And Mangum on top 2-0. Walking in with the second run of the ball game, Lauren York. Zachary will go to third. Lehman Webb is at second. And ball 1 delivered to Blakely Manasco. Manasco, the pitcher this afternoon for Brian Bingham in game number 1. Inside for a ball, 2-0. Bearcats leave tomorrow morning at 8:30. Did I see that correctly?
Yeah, they're going to have a big send-off and take on number 2 Preston.
Popped up on the infield. Calling for it is the shortstop, and the catch is made by McKinley and Puckett for out number 3. But Mangum comes up with a couple of runs in the inning, and then come up with 2 runs on no hits. There were no errors, and the bases left loaded. At the end of 1, Mangum 2, Duke nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Star News has been serving Southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
All right, here we go. Top half of inning number 2. Mangum on top by a score of 2-0. That's a great thing about slow pitch softball. Hey, Coach, how are you? This bunch from Duke had 3 hits in the first inning, didn't score a run. Mangum has no hits in the first inning. They scored 2 runs.
A bunch of walks, yep.
All right, so here we go. First pitch from Manasco on the way. And it's a little bit deep for ball 1, 1-0 to Keck. Alyssa will be followed by Caden Davis and then Courtney Randolph. Alyssa playing center field this afternoon for Garrett Chambliss. Late on that one, a little pop-up towards right. And a good job by Woodruss to go out and get it in shallow right field for out number 1. So 1 gone here in the second. And again, you see the wind, it looked like it blowing right into our face, and basically it is, but those pitches are spinning a little bit to the outside, and everybody going to that right side. You can see the ball kind of curling away from Woodruss, and she did a good job to stay with it. So 1 gone here in inning number 2. And the first pitch to Caden Davis taken for a ball, 1-0. Davis, the second baseman this afternoon for Duke. First pitch was a ball. That's a called strike, and it's 1-1. A small but noisy contingent here on the Mangum side.
Some Mangum Tigers over there.
That would hit the plate, 2-1. Makes me think of that Todd Rundgren song, I don't want to work, I just want to bang on the drum all day.
Exactly.
Manasco's pitch on the way to Davis. Lifted towards right field. There's Hammond, and good catch by Jalen. A little snow cone out there in right. Round number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in inning number 2 for Duke. Said Mangum for you defensively. Manasco, as we mentioned, pitching. Alyssa Dreyer, the catcher. Hadley Zachary at first. Bryn Woodruss at second. Maddie Paxton at third. Morgan White, the shortstop. There's a cold strike to Courtney Randolph, and it's 0-1 on Randolph. You'd do it for Randolph Scott. Randolph Scott. Okay. Blazing Saddles, yes. Did you know that one?
I didn't. I mean, okay. I recognized it, but I didn't know it.
1-1 now to Randolph. The outfield from left to right, Landry Lively, Lauren York, Holly Lehman-Webb, and Jalen Hammond. 2 gone here in the second. Cold strike. And Manasco ahead in the count 1-2. I wonder if they can keep it up for 2 games. That's what I want to check that out. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Oh, she took a swing at it after it was in the glove for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Duke, and their half of inning number 2. We'll go to the bottom of the frame. Mangum on top 2-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
It's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth and Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
All right, numbers 9, 10, and 1 due up for Mangum in their half of the second. That'll be Alyssa Dreyer, Jalen Hammond, and back to the top of the order, and Bryn Woodruss, who led off the ball game with a walk and got the first run of the contest. Duke, by the way, will set them for you defensively now that we have them in it. It'll be Braylee Dollins, as we mentioned, the pitcher. Courtney Randolph is the catcher. The first baseman, Brock Dill. You find, I didn't put the second baseman down. Way to go, Barnes. That's Caden Davis, who is playing second base. Addie King is at third. McKinlan, am I saying that correctly?
McKylan.
McKylan Puckett is the shortstop.
Cadence.
Who's
second base.
Second base, yeah.
Okay.
Sky Clausen, Alyssa Keck, Presley Dickerson, all in the outfield, and Cadence.
Yep.
We got to work on that. Teachers always sometimes, there's guide teachers, they got terrible handwriting.
Right.
Got to talk Chambliss about that. Somebody asked me today if he was related to Chris Chambliss. Former first baseman of the hated New York Yankees back in the day when they were arch rivals of my beloved Kansas City Royals. And then I was reminded by my good friend Perry Thomas that Chambliss also played for the Atlanta Braves. I forgot about that.
Okay. That's old Perry.
Well, he's a state employee now, so he's in tall cotton, doing well. Emma Geralds has joined us. Hello, Emma. Good to have you alongside, kiddo. So here's Alyssa. Stepping in. Takes inside for ball. 1-0 on Dreyer. So again, tomorrow it will be Hobart and Preston. That ball game tips at 1:30. Am I correct about that?
Yes.
All right.
1:30. We've got Cameron and Wes and Brad on the camera. Well, no camera.
No camera. Ground ball back to the middle. Dollins will knock it down. Throw not in time. Save at first base will be Alyssa. She's aboard on the error. He'll be there, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And, that was exciting. Yeah, 3 games in a row. That's hard to do. You know that. So,
yeah.
And beat a Todd Kerr team in the Area Constellation Championship game. So that's good. But we talked about it all year long. I think everyone is chasing Dale.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
They've lost one game, and I think that was or they haven't. I don't know that maybe they've lost a game. Jalen Hammond steps in here, and she's ahead in the count 1-0, the right fielder this afternoon. For Mangum, 1-0 pitch on the way, and that was in her wheelhouse. Maybe she had the take sign, the count level at 1-1. Jalen bats with the runner at first. Nobody gone here in the second. First of two between Mangum and Duke. It's going to be deep and high. Take it for a ball. 2-1. And you may not have some equipment, but you better have that equipment. Hi, my name's Mickey. Yeah, Tim giving me that look. I've been there. I know. Yeah. 2-1 pitch. Tick foul. And again, that's one that can eat you up in a hurry. 2-2 now on Hammond. And usually, we kidded about the coconut earlier. Usually your noggin's okay. It's other body parts that get exposed. 2-2 on the way here. Ground ball back through the middle. That's a base hit. And the first hit of the ball game. And ball bottled out in center field momentarily, but getting it in quickly will be Keck. So runners at first and second now. Nobody out. Back to the top of the order we go. For the Lady Tigers, they lead 2-0. That's the Mangum Lady Tigers, by the way, on top. 2-0.
Yeah, Dale is 29-0, if
Yeah.
anybody's wondering.
Fly ball, right field. Dickerson can't get there. Everybody going to be safe. And Woodruss forces the action, so Dreyer says, okay, I'll come on in and score. Bren kind of hanging out there between first and second. Everybody forgot about Alyssa, and she came in. Hammond winds out at second base. So a single and an RBI for Woodruss. She's on base for the second consecutive inning. And Mangum leads 3-0. Here's Maddie Paxton. Paxton walked her first time around. Takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Maddie. Mangum, by the way, back in action tomorrow. They will take on Snyder. Hey, our good friend Amy Brown has joined us. Hello, Amy. Good to have you alongside, kiddo. Foul tip. I think Maddie may have fouled that one off of herself. Ouch. And again, it's just a timing thing. I think I saw Amy was watch a little college golf with Megan. Maybe today. And I wish I could golf like she can. Or Heston, for that matter. Fly ball, left field. And it's an easy play out there for Skye Clausen for out number one. So one gone. As Paxton will fly out to left. And the runners will stay put at first and second. Here's Lauren York. York will step in. Cassie Anderson has joined us. Hello, Cassie. Good to have you alongside, too. Amy, I'm looking for recipes, that air fryer in the stove. This one's off the fist. Shallow center field, and it'll drop for a base hit. Rounding third and headed for home and scoring. And now scoring is Woodruss as well. Ball got bobbled out there in center field, and everybody just on their horses. Scoring easily was Jalen Hammond. She came in standing up, but rounding third and scoring, sliding, was Woodruss. York wound up at third base on the play.
When your attorney calls, you have to answer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Those are expensive phone calls.
Well, if they call you, they shouldn't charge you. I mean, come on. So I'm going to give York an RBI on the play. Just one. There's Zachary lifting one towards right field, but backhanding it in shallow right will be the second sacker, Cadence Davis, for out number two. And now York says, well, if you're going to lollygag, I'll just come on in and score. So Lauren caught the defense napping there for Duke and raced in with the fourth run of the inning. Mangum now on top 6-0. So no RBI on the play. And again, if the ball is not in the circle, it's still a live situation. Good job by York to realize it. And Brian Sinner from third, and she scored underneath the tag. Morgan off the fist and making the play from first base for out number 3 is Brock Dill. But not before Mangum comes up with 4 more runs. 4 runs on 3 hits, an error, and a runner left on board. We played 2. Mangum 6, Duke nothing. Classic Hits 97.7.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Right fielder Presley Dickerson swinging at the first pitch, and she will pop it right back to Blakely Manasco, who makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 gone here in inning number 3 for this group from Duke. Dickerson, again, you could tell the timing wasn't there. Timing hadn't been a problem for McKinlan Puckett as she hit a rocket her first time up. First pitch she saw and smoked it right at Maddie Paxton over at third. Takes a ball here, 1-0 on the leadoff hitter and shortstop for Duke. They trail 6-0 in the top of the third. Ground ball, center field, base hit as it got underneath the gloves of Manasco and White. And so 1 gone, seeing eye single up the middle. That'll bring to the plate Sky Clausen. Clausen singled her first time around and was left stranded at third base. You got air fryer recipes too, don't you?
Yeah, Shelly is the one knowledgeable about that. I'm just a simple man like you. If it's not microwavable or...
No, simple man. I bought a stove that has an air fryer in it.
Well, that's cool.
There's a fly ball in the left field. Lively in her tracks will make the catch for out number 2.
Come down you're not coming down to my level.
No.
Yeah, you did some serious shopping.
I did. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, I was stoked.
I'm going to bring some clothes over later.
Well, I can do it. I did about 6 loads this weekend. I was behind. Tomahawk shot towards White. She'll flip to second, and the inning will come to an end very quickly for Duke in their half of the third. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. The force at second took care of that. We played 2.5. Mangum on top 6-0. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
Go to the bottom of the third inning, 6-0, Mangum on top. We're visiting with home plate umpire Tim Cheminsky, and he tells us 2 5-inning games here today. So we're going to go with run rules of 12 and 10. And now you know.
More impressed that he just got through doing 4 baseball games.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you do what you can. Got to say hi to Denver, Colorado.
All right.
My aunt, one of those misnomers. I mean, she's only a couple of years older than I am, but my aunt, Vicki Rogers Hazelrig.
All right.
out in the suburbs of Denver, Colorado, I believe.
Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, listen to the ball game this afternoon. Vicki, good to have you alongside. Hope all is well, and glad that we could reconnect with Facebook. Good stuff. Her and Aunt Mary, the only ones left of my mom's brood. So, cold strike here is the leadoff batter, Holly Lehman-Webb, down on the count 0-1. Holly walked her first time around, got credited with an RBI, takes a pitch for a ball, 1-1. Vicky's mom and dad, my grandparents, huge Royals fans. Man, there were many Sunday afternoons, and that was back in the day when you could not catch every game on television. Lehman-Webb takes a pitch outside for ball, 2-1. Couldn't catch every game on TV like you can now, and so a lot of times Sunday afternoons, I'd be sitting at Red and Vita's side watching Royals baseball. Ground ball, base hit, center field, Holly Lehman-Webb. Good job by Lehman-Webb to attack the softball there. She's aboard with nobody out here in inning number 3.
Dave's working hard. He's getting sponsors yet last minute for the game tomorrow.
Oh, for the Bearcats. All right, good deal. Keep it up, Dave. Yeah. Cha-ching. Like that. At our boy Dave. Friends, let me just tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Folks, friends, on every one of our homers.
Line drive into right field. Base hit as it gets by everybody. Rolling to the wall. Lehman-Webb on her horse. She's going to score, and it's a stand-up triple for Landry Lively. Yeah, and some of those isms that he comes up with, we're talking about.
Who knows? No one knows.
Yeah, we're talking about Dave. He just middle of the night, he must wake up and think of something and write it down on a piece of paper. I got to get that in the commercial.
There you go.
Manasco helping her own cause, rolls one towards the right side of the infield, and it'll be the first out of the inning. But Blakely will drive the run home on the fielder's choice. It goes 4-3 for scoring along at home, or if you're like Keith Olbermann and you're by yourself. And that'll be the 8th run of the ball game for Mangum. So they lead it 8-0. Manasco with the RBI. Here's Alyssa Dreyer. Dreyer walked and scored her first time around and ropes one towards the shortstop off the glove of Puckett and into left field. That ball had a little razzle, little dazzle on it. I'm going to give Alyssa a base hit on that one. She hit it hard. And is aboard for the second time this afternoon. Here's Jalen Hammond. Hammond a single her first time around. 1 for 1. So Mangum, 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 here. Fly ball. Clausen will camp underneath it. Sky will make the catch for out number 2. Hammond hit that ball pretty well, but again, into the teeth of the wind and knocked it down for the second out of the inning. Back to the top we go. Bryn Woodruss. Woodruss been on board both times this afternoon. She has walked, singled, drove in a run, and has scored a pair of runs. First pitch swinging here. The timing getting to be a little bit better. Line drive and caught by Hall, the rover, for out number 3. But Mangum scores a couple of more runs, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left on board. We have played 3. Mangum 8, Duke nothing. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
8-0 our score as we play here in the top half of inning number 4. And Duke will send a home plate. Seeley Hall, Brayley Dollins, and Addie King in their half of this 4th. Again, 5-inning ball games, a pair of them this afternoon, and what may turn into the evening as well. I have decided that I'm getting long in tooth. Well, that is obvious, but I mean, I need to start. I've always wanted to go to other ballparks. I've been obviously to the ballpark in Texas.
Sure.
Been to the Royal Stadium. Went to the old Busch Stadium.
Yeah, cool.
I think it's time to start making road trips to
trek some places. Huh?
Colorado.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great place to watch the Rockies play. They don't play the Royals this year, but it would be fun to go there and watch it. Head down to Houston and watch the defending champion Astros as well. Hall takes a ball, 1-0 on Celia. Hope we're saying that correctly. Somebody will correct us if not. Seeley, I think it is. Is it Seeley?
It is Seeley, yes.
Seeley, okay. All right.
Coach ran those down for me. I just wasn't able to get them down or get the info to you. Seeley.
Well, that's because I was parking and getting out and getting my headset on all at the same time.
Yeah.
Popped up into shallow left center field. York will circle the wagons and make the catch for out number 1. Good job by Lauren. And again, we talk about the timing at home plate, but it takes a little bit of an adjustment out there in the outfield as well to corral those softballs.
Yeah, and it's blowing in. I could just give us a couple of weeks, and we're going to have that south wind at about 30.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be sneezing my brains out. So 1 gone now for Braylee Dollins. Dollins the pitcher. Opportunity to help herself here. Got on board her first time around. So it's 1 for 1 on the ball game. Upstairs for a ball. 2-0. One of my favorite Sunday afternoons with my grandparents, Red and Vida, Vicky's mom and dad. We watched the Royals and the Yankees. And David Cone, who finished his career with the Yankees, threw a no-hitter for Kansas City on a Sunday afternoon against the Yankees before they got rid of him. Dollins, a pitcher in her own right, takes ball 3-0 on Braley. Fly ball, shadow left center field. Lehman Webb can't get there. Seeing eye single for Braley Dollins with 1 gone here in inning number 4. That'll bring the left-handed hitting Addie King to the plate. Addie, ground ball back to the pitcher to end inning number 1. She's 0 for 1. Takes a little bit deep for ball 1, 1-0. By the way, the wind has not subsided, but we remembered after doing probably close to 100 ball games in this broadcast booth, if you close the door, it cuts down on the draft. 2-0 now on King. Runner at first, 1 gone as we play here in the 4th. Addie, ground ball to short. Morgan will bobble, flip it to Woodruss, and because of the bobble, they could only get 1. But the force play on Dollins for out number 2. So King aboard on the fielder's choice. They go 6-4, and that'll bring Alyssa Keck to the plate, center fielder.
Yeah.
What's he telling you?
Coach's dad, he's they're greasing up the ball or something.
Oh, okay. 0-1 on Keck. This is not the NFL. This is not Deflategate. Come on. 0-1 pitch on the way. A little bit deep, 1-1. Now, I do know of a team, Altus Merchants, I won't mention any names, that used to take.
Snot?
Well, no, but I don't know. I think we were supposed to be hitting 44 core balls, and we would get 47, and we would take the stitching off and then put the harder core ball. Yeah, no kidding.
Grown men acting like 13-year-olds.
Yes, you're exactly right. 3-1 now on Alyssa Keck.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, and then,
all's fair, 11-1.
Well, we'd go to tournaments, and, guy would pull up with a big, giant cooler, and they'd bring out all these balls that were frozen. They were rock hard.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Cutthroat.
Oh, it is silly. Ball 4 delivered to Keck. She's aboard with 2 gone. Runners at first and second now, as King is out at second base, and they'll keep the inning alive for Cadence Davis.
Why do I think that Coach Carney was pulling in some cold beverages?
Oh, there's no doubt. And bats, you do things to your bats, make them illegal. Ground ball towards first, knocked down nicely by Hadley, and she'll step on the bag for out number 3. Davis retired 3 unassisted. So Duke comes up empty in their half of inning number 4. No runs, a hit. There was a fielder's choice and a couple of runners left on board. We played 4.5, and it's 8-0. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
Our buddy Brent Peeler has joined us. He says, let's go Lady Tigers. Maddie Paxton going to lead it on here in inning number 4 for Mangum. Bottom half of the frame. Paxton on the afternoon, 0 for 2. She's flying to right, flying to left.
I love those softball stories. That's good stuff.
They can grow by the year, too.
That's good stuff, though.
Cheyenne Drug, I remember them, though. They always had a good team, and we hated them.
Because you were playing them.
Well, and that wasn't when I was with the Altus Merchants. That's when I was in Woodward playing with a bunch of ragtag guys up there. Line drive, base hit, left field. So Paxton aboard to lead off inning number 4. It was great because the second time I was there, I worked at Irwin Auto Company, and I was in charge of public relations. And so I not only sponsored the team, I was the owner and the center fielder. Nobody could argue with me.
Nobody.
I bought your shirts. Sit down and be quiet. Lauren York looks at the ball, 1-0 on York. Lauren's had a nice afternoon. She's walked and scored, singled, drove in a run, scored. 1 for 1 with a pair of runs scored and an RBI. Not bad. Bats here in the 4th, and it's a line drive into center field. Backhanded by Keck. She'll fire back in. Runners at first and second. That ball was hit hard. And, Chad, if you've watched as the afternoon has gone, and that's the, third at bat for Lauren and some of the other kids.
More on the nose.
Yeah. Timing is beginning to get there a little bit.
She's the winning run. She is the winning run right now.
Handley Zachary takes upstairs for ball, 1-0. Zachary walked her first time around and then popped to second. She's 0 for 1. And you're right. If York scores, the ball game is over because of the 10-run rule. Handley takes ball 2, 2-0. Morgan White is just chomping at the bit in the on-deck circle. She has been off balance here today. There's a shot in the right field. That's going to get all the way to the fence. And you know York is going to be on her horse. Brian waving her home, and there you go, ball game. Lauren York scoring from first. Ball hit hard. Paxton scored easily, and Lauren was on her stick pony rounding third, headed for home, and Zachary will end the ball game with a shot to right field. So Mangum scores 2 runs here in inning number 4. 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on board, and the ball game comes to an end. Mangum wins it by a final score of 10-0. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Great beginning for Brian Bingham and the Mangum Lady Tigers as they win their lid lifter of the season, 10-0 shutout of the Duke Lady Tigers. 10 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Mangum. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for Duke. And again, the Lady Tigers of Mangum now 1-0, Duke 0-1. Game number 2 will be coming up. We invite you to stick and stay for that. Not sure how much time they'll take in between games, but we'll find out and come back.
We'll hear from our sponsors. If we need to take a little longer break, we'll play a tune or two. Back after this.
10-0. First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Classic Hits 97.7. Michael will have the call in the second game just moments away. Stay with us. KHIM 97.7, your home for Mangum Tiger Sports.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with Remax Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, Remax Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through, because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
All right, second half of our doubleheader set to get underway is Duke and Mangum. Score off in game number 2. Mangum win the first game 10-0 via the run rule. And McKinley Puckett will lead it off here. Takes for a ball, 1-0. Lineup virtually the same for Mangum, although we do have a different catcher. Blakely Manasco in the circle. Second pitch to Puckett, taken for a ball, 2-0. Hadley Zachary's at first, Brendan Woodruff at second, Matty Paxton at third, Morgan White the shortstop, the outfield Landry Lively, Lauren York, Holly Lehman-Webb, and Jalen Hammond from left to right. Called strike, 2-1. The wind has settled a little bit, still blowing in from center field, but not quite as brisk as it was.
Man, we're at home. We're just right next to the concession stand, and there's just everybody walking by with some good-looking food there.
3-1. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go get something in between games. You're busy being a producer, engineer, and
there you go.
Great job on the intro to the song. Remind me of the days of Michael in the Morning.
There it is, yeah.
Line shot into left field. Lively comes in to make the play for out number 1. Good job by Landry to go get the ball.
Yeah.
So line out to left to lead off the contest for McKinley Puckett. 1 gone. Here's Sky Clausen, the left fielder. Game number 2. Brent Peeler says, let's go Hadley. Dave McCook has checked in his skin as well. As Clausen looks upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Been a bunch of Clausens that have come through Duke over the last several years, and they're always good athletes. 1-0 pitch. I got tickled. I was talking to Garrett Chambliss, and to Brian Bingham in between ball games. Said, I guess the kids from Duke think that Brian looks a whole lot like their former coach, Coach Smith.
Okay.
Ball 3-1. And apparently, Coach Mangum and Coach Smith worked together for several years. So that likeness wore off on one another. 3-0 pitch on the way here. Cold strike, and it's 3-1. Garrett,
should be
hometown.
It is 3-1. You're right. Scoreboard is inaccurate.
That happens every once in a while.
Yep. We're trying to eat nachos, too, and run the score.
That's exactly what they're doing over there in the dugout. 3-1 pitch, line shot, base hit, center field, got by the glove of Manasco. So line drive again for Sky Clausen with one gone. And that'll bring Brock Dill to the plate. Brock related to a highway patrolman, Craig. Super nice guy. Little looping line drive in the left field. That'll be a base hit. And suddenly Duke beginning to find their swerve just a little bit at the plate. And again, takes a little bit of timing. Duke not that far removed from playing basketball themselves. Seeley Hall now will step in. Runners at first and second, one gone. Manasco needs one of the pitcher's best friends. A 4-6-3 double play. John Akay says one of them Classens is a barber at Razor's Edge, and I had forgotten about that, but yeah, that is correct. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Inside for ball 2, 2-0. So Dill ahead in the count. Two-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards short. Flip to second for one. Throw to first. Not in time. The force at second base will retire Brock Dill for out number 2. And advancing to third is Clausen. Hall safe at first base on the fielder's choice. Braley Hall will step in. Hall an opportunity to help her own cause, and it's not Braley Hall, it's Braley Dollins, of course. Dollins an opportunity to help her own cause, except she's not pitching. She and the second baseman, Davis, flip-flopping positions. Dollins ahead in the count here, 1-0. Takes ball 2. 2-0 to Dollins. Duke trying to come up with her first run of the ball games. Shut out in game number 1. And it's always stinging when you do that in slow pitch softball. That one hit home plate, and they'll run the count to 3-0. So Manasco in danger of walking the bases loaded here with a couple gone in inning number 1. A little bit deep for ball 4, and the bases indeed are loaded. So Dollins with the walk. She's at first. Moving to second is Hall. Staying at third, Clausen. 2 gone now for the left-handed hitting Addie King. Had a notion, laid off. And the count 1-0 on Addie. Larry Griffiths, by the way, is behind the dish. I had failed to mention that earlier. As Dreyer sets this ball game. There's a ground ball foul down the third base line. That'll level the count at 1-1. One pitch on the way now. Called strike 2, 1-2.
The Tigers peter out over there in the stands.
I told you they wouldn't last 2 games. The noisemakers, the drummers.
Got some concession stand.
Apparently so, yeah.
Quieted down.
Inside for a ball. The count level at 2-2 on Addie King. Bases loaded. Duke had bases loaded in the top of the first inning in first game and couldn't score. Swing and a miss here. That's the second strikeout of the afternoon for Blakely Manasco. So the inning comes to an end. No runs, a hit, and bases left loaded for Duke in their top half of the first. Mangum coming to bat here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
The Mangum Star News has been serving Southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
All right, we got the bottom half of inning number one, and Mangum will send to the plate Brent Woodruss, Matty Paxton, and Lauren York. Anybody gets on board, Hadley Zachary will bat fourth. Morgan White in the fifth slot here for game number two. Holly Lehman-Webb, Landry Lively, Blakely Manasco, and then Laramie Griffiths and Jalen Hammond will get the remainder of the lineup. Got a message here from our good friend Brad Gilbert. He says Highway Patrolman Dill was state runner-up in high school in football, basketball, and baseball. How about that?
That's a nice accomplishment.
Doesn't tell us where, what school. Wouldn't have been Duke because Duke didn't have football back then. So, Brad, you're a media guy. Give us the rest of the story. Here's something though, and I remember this name. Patrolman Dill's father-in-law is Lloyd Colson, who was a baseball pitcher for the Yankees back in the 70s.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In a name that I remember from the Yankees. Again, a hated rival of my Kansas City Royals. First pitch to Woodruss, taking for a ball, 1-0, and again took one of those funny hops. Funny to everybody but Tim Cheminsky behind home plate.
Scott Augustine chimed in and said Nate's arms aren't in drumming shape yet. He can only go one game.
Oh, was that Augustine over there doing it?
Yeah.
Busy catching baseballs, getting ready for that season.
Right. Yeah, first few, talking about, you know this, just arm is sore the first week getting into baseball shape.
Count now 3-0 on Woodruss. She led off the ball game number one, with a walk and came around to score the first game of the contest, first run of this contest. Walks here, 4 straight pitches. So she's aboard for Matty Paxton.
Mangum's been very patient, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Brody Smith from over at Cash chiming in. Says, great day to play some softball. Brody, you are correct, my friend. Brody's dad, Tracy Dale, Altus Merchant softball player. We saw Tracy at Cash a week and a half ago when we were over there watching the Duke Sentinel basketball game. And Tracy, the former teammate, I got a handshake and a hug, and he just went on. Paxton line drive in the left field. Clausen comes on to make the catch for out number one. Matty hit it on the button, but right at Sky and Clausen in left field for the first out of the inning. And Brody, though, he hung around, visited for quite some time. Affable young man. So here's Lauren York. York, first pitch swinging, rifles it into center field. That's a base hit. Now it gets by the center fielder, and Woodruss will take second on the play. Thought about sending Woodruss, but Bryn will drop anchor over at third. So a single and an error on the center fielder, allowing Woodruss to take third on the play. Runners at first and third now for Hadley Zachary. Zachary, first pitch swinging, hits a rocket into center field. That'll drive in the run. York going to take third on the play. Runners at first and third, and one gone. And again, we talked about it. But the timing now, you can just see it develop.
Yep.
As these two games go along, Zachary set on that one, just smoked it into center field for the RBI. She's at first. Lauren is at third. One gone for Morgan White. Morgan starting to get a little bit untracked as the game wore on, but I talked to her in between games, and she was a little frustrated with her timing. Takes outside for ball 2, 2-0 on the shortstop for Mangum. Runners at first and third, one gone, and a run across here in the first for Mangum. There's a cold strike, delayed call. And it's 2-1. Just one umpire, by the way. No field umpire for this double dip. 2-1 pitch. Hit home plate, and the count 3-1. Mangum, as we mentioned, back in action tomorrow. 5:30 first pitch against Snyder. There will be a junior high game beforehand, and then they'll get ready to play in the Blair tournament this weekend, beginning on Friday morning. First game at 10 o'clock. Ball 4 delivered here. White aboard, loads the bases. Morgan at first. Hanley at second. Lauren York is at third for Holly Lehman-Webb. Holly takes deep for a ball. 1-0 on Lehman-Webb. Hit the ball hard a couple of times her first time around. Mangum with 10 runs in the first ball game and trying to add to that total here in game number 2. They early lead 1-0. Pitch upstairs to Lehman-Webb. 2-0. Holly walked in that first contest with the bases loaded and get the first RBI of the year. Hit the count 2-0 here. 2-0 pitch. Had an ocean. Twirled outside. The count now 3-0 on Lehman-Webb. Cadence Davis, who played second base in game number 1, the pitcher here this afternoon, second ball game, delivers ball 4 to Lehman-Webb, and she'll get an RBI on the base on balls. Holly now at first. Morgan White will go to second. Hadley Zachary to third. Scoring the second run of the ball game is Lauren York. Landry Lively now digs in. Lively, ground ball towards right. That's a base hit. One run will score. They're going to send Morgan, and White will come in standing up. And Mangum now leads at 4-0. And time had not been called. Holly Lehman-Webb just kept running, and she'll come in to score. How about that? Second time we have seen Mangum do that this afternoon. And it results in a run. So Lively, a couple of RBI on the play. She'll stay at first base. Don't give her the RBI for Webb. That's just a hustle play by Holly Lehman. Webb. First pitch here to Blakely Manasco. Taken for a ball, 1-0. Blakely now staked to a 5-0 lead here in inning number 1. It's a ground ball towards second base. Dollins will flip to first in time, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Manasco retired on the fielder's choice 4-3. As Lively will take second base on the play. Laramie Griffiths now will step in. Laramie a chance to get a run home with 2 gone. First opportunity of the year. Takes upstairs for ball. 1-0 on Griffiths. Runner at second base, 2 gone, 5-0 Mangum on top, inning number 1. Laramie lifts a fly ball into center field. Keck is there for out number 3, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Mangum comes up with 5 runs in the frame. 5 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and a runner left on board. We've played 1, Mangum 5, Duke nothing. More classic hits, 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office. Locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Top half of inning number 2. Mangum on top by a score of 5-0. And due up for Duke in their half of the frame. It'll be Alyssa Keck, Cadence Davis, and Courtney Randolph in the first pitch. Yet to be delivered. By the way, Craig Dill, class of 92 at Hollis, we're told.
All right.
And hits home plate and count. 2-0. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
We missed that first pitch. Count 2-0 now. On Keck, the center fielder, takes outside for ball. 3-0 now on Alyssa. And baseball coming up. And I meant to bring the schedule that I kind of put together for us and failed to do so. Well, and ball 4 delivered here. As Keck is aboard with nobody out in inning number 2. Some good tournaments coming up for Mangum. They'll play in the Battle of the Big Bats over at Hobart. It'll be a lot of fun. Tournament in Blair and tournament in Granite as well. Pretty good pitch there. Cadence Davis will take it for a ball, 1-0. And she is the pitcher here in game number 2 this afternoon for Duke. 1-0 offering on the way. Cold strike. Wow. You're like me. I thought maybe that one was a little bit high. Davis, one of the taller players here this afternoon, so maybe that's why she didn't get that call. She's like, well, when I'm in the circle, you give it to me, and I'm okay with it. I like Manasco. She says, I'll go a little bit higher and see if they'll give me that one as well. So Shelley in Vegas having a good time.
I guess so. Yep, kiddos out there. So again, we talk about this every season. There's a science to the strike zone, right?
2-1 pitch, fouled back to the screen, 2-2. Yes.
Can't be too high. It's got to come down somewhere between the shoulder and the right.
12-6.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be no higher than 12 and no lower than 6. And it's not going to get to home plate. So the count on Davis now 3-2. Runner at first, one gone here. Or nobody gone, I'm sorry. Keck is the leadoff batter.
If it hits the plate, is it automatically
It's an automatically ball, yes.
I gotcha.
That one's fouled back to the screen. It'll stay 3-2. And again, if you're Davis, you got to protect a little bit. And may have been a little bit high, but it was called a strike before, so you're gonna have to take a hack at it and give it a shot.
Well, that was a foul.
And it was the third one. That's what it was.
Yep.
It was a full count. That's right. So that goes as a strikeout. Third of the afternoon now for Manasco. One gone. Yeah, there's a cold strike, and it's 0-1 on Courtney Randolph. So you know that those are called strikes, so you better be ready to go ahead and hack at it. And she does, an 0-2. And again, I think that if the first pitch is not called a strike, I don't think that Randolph is swinging at that one.
Right. And obviously, the higher it is, it's harder to hit.
Yeah. Well, you got to wait, be patient. You get anxious and get off balance, and those muscles tighten up. That one's deep. Count 1-2. It is awfully subjective. A lot of leagues that they will put a mat behind home plate. And if you hit that and hit that in that parameter of 12-6, it's called strike. That one's deep. Ball 2, 2-2. Anytime the ball lands in the catcher's glove like that, probably going to be a ball. That's probably going to be strike 3. Yeah. Oh, no, he called it a ball. So we go full. Wow. See, I'm hacking at that one, given the previous pitches. Might pay a pitch on the way here. And that's strike 3. So 2 gone on strikeouts here in inning number 2 for Duke. And Presley Dickerson will step in. 10th place hitter, going to try to keep the inning alive for the top of the order. So a couple of strikeouts in the inning for Blakely and Manasco. Had a couple in the first ball game. You don't see a lot of strikeouts in slow pitch softball. Runner still at first, 2 gone. And that one's a little bit deep for ball 1, 1-0 on Dickerson. So Keck led off the inning with a walk, and she's still at first base. Blakely getting signs from the coach. There's a ground ball foul. And it's 1-1. The other thing that is so much different about slow pitch softball than what it used to be is the bats. They are so lightweight nowadays. 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside for ball, 2-1. I found some pictures way back in the day when I was still living in Missouri.
Tree stumps.
And played, yeah, and I had a Black Magic Easton bat that was 38 ounces.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch, ticked foul.
Everybody talks about the Black Magic. Yep. They had some pop.
And after I saw that and I started thinking about the guys I played with, there was a guy that had a gold Easton, and it was 40 ounces. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and how about that? Blakely Manasco strikes out the side after giving up a leadoff walk to Keck to begin the inning. So nothing doing for Duke in their half of inning number 2. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and a runner left on board. At the end of an inning and a half, Mangum 5, Duke nothing. Classic Hits 97.7.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
So if you have ESPN Plus and you've not seen the documentary about Dick Vitale, I'm going to suggest that you find that and you watch that.
All right.
Watched it last night, and it is – and I'm emotional. While I watch stuff like that, and I see guys or not just guys, but people crying as first pitch here to Jalen Hammond taken for a ball. And it's 1-0 on Jalen. It'll be Jalen and then back to the top, Brent Woodruss and Maddie Paxton. But for all the panache and all the diaper dandies and all the things, the catchphrases of Vitale, he is just a decent human being and is incredibly emotional. And, I mean, he's a guy that I think is 80-some-odd years old now. 3-0, by the way, on Hammond. And still gets choked up in talking about his parents.
Wow.
And how much he misses them and the influence that they had on his life. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, Hammond aboard to lead off inning number 2. And the amount of money that he has raised for kids who suffer from cancer is phenomenal. Cancer survivor himself, and that's part of the story. And he had to go like 3+ months without talking, which was tremendous for his wife, but hard for him. Woodruff hits one fouling out of play behind us. The count on Brent is 1-1. But it's a good story. And, and there are folks that don't like him. He tells a story, and I don't want to give away too much, but he does tell a story about how there was somebody who called and complained to the president of ESPN, wanted him off of television because of his eye. So they couldn't stand looking at him. Jeez. 3-1 the count. And Vitale nearly quit. 3-1 pitch on the way here. Woodruff aboard with the walk. Runners at first and second. And nobody out for Mangum in their half of inning number 2. So Maddie Paxton will step in. Maddie lined out her first time up here this afternoon in game number 2. Runners at first and second. Nobody out and takes ball 1-0. Woodruff at first, Hammond at second. But a remarkable story. You get a chance, check it out on ESPN+. Paxton, fly ball, center field, and Keck is there to make the catch for out number 1. Maddie again hit it hard, but right at a fielder. And she is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Lauren York will step in. York singled and scored her first time around. 1 for 1. Runners at first and second. 1 out now. Lauren had a notion, looked at it outside for ball 1. Thought she may ride that one towards right field, but a little bit too far outside.
Just a bit.
Yeah, if that's a little bit closer to home plate, she's going to hit a rocket inside for ball 2. 2-0 now on York. Hammond at second. Woodruff at first. 1 gone. Mangum on top, 5-0 in the second. Out in front of that one, fouled and out of play on the left side. The count on Lauren. Now 2-1.
Trying to get that dinger, isn't she?
Yeah, and I don't think this is I'm not saying she can't, but it's not a day where you're really going to probably ride one out of here. Again, takes a mighty hack, pops it up to the pitcher for round number 2. And off balance there. Air somewhat heavy and kind of damp. Wind blowing in. And temperature still cool. The ball not flying around the ballpark. Johnny, you're right. She will not walk, and she did not. Oh, good call there. I like that. Hadley Zachary now will step in. Zachary singled and scored her first time around. Takes outside for ball 1, 1-0. 2 gone now. Runners at first and second here in the second inning. 5-inning affair. Outside for ball 2. 2-0 on Hadley. Morgan White waiting in the on-deck circle. That one's lifted towards right field and going to get down as Dickerson could not get there. Scoring is Jalen, and then right behind her, Bryn, and Mangum on top now 7-0. So a couple of RBI on the play for Hadley Zachary as she hit it hard to right field. And it extends the Mangum lead. And again, almost everything this afternoon has gone to right field. Been a couple of shots up the middle, but not a whole lot to the left side. And again, because that ball is sailing to the outside. So Morgan will step in. White got on board her first time around, scored a run. Would love to get Zachary home from second base. Takes deep here for ball 2. 2-0 on the shortstop for Mangum. That'll be ball 3, 3-0. So we have talked a couple of times about how Hobart will play tomorrow, Tuesday, in a state tournament bowl game. Ball 4 delivered here to Morgan White. And do you like that, how they make it to where all the 2A, 3A, and 4A teams play at the big house by starting the tournament on Tuesday?
I don't mind it. I'm sure the coaches don't like to wait that long. If you win on early in the week, you have to wait till Friday and then go back-to-back. But, that's the experience, right? That's what kids talk about. So, rather play there than a Yukon or Carl Albert or Mustang or something like that. So let them play in there, I say. What's it going to hurt? There's birds flying around in there, for crying out loud.
Holly Lehman Webb takes ball. 1-1 now on Webb. Runners at first and second. Had Chad and I there Thursday for the Sentinel Bowl game, and there were birds on the court. Looping line drive, fielded by the third baseman, Addie King, and the inning will come to a close. But not before Mangum comes up with a couple of runs. 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and a couple of runners left on board. At the end of 2, Mangum 7, Duke nothing. More classic hits, 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Talked about those Class A and B state tournaments this past weekend. And the team that we saw, Calumet, made it to the finals but did not win on the boys' side.
Yeah, just an outstanding season for Cobb. Fort Cobb, that was impressive. So, yeah, Scott Augustine pitched that to us. So,
oh, okay. Yeah.
There's some baseball.
Duke and Blair in a 3-way coming up on the 14th. Might be here for that. And then that ball game with Navajo is certainly going to be here for that one. Look forward to that. And certainly I could have looked up the schedule. Scott, thank you for bailing me out. I have a hard time talking and doing technology at the same time.
You might be parked. You might be working maybe during the day, but, yeah, maybe cover a game or two in that Battle of the Big Bats.
Certainly, yeah.
If Hobart and Mangum's in there.
We'll work on that schedule. And
Cordell's probably in that as well. So.
And it's always a fun tournament, too.
Yep.
Ball 2 delivered to McKinley Puckett, who lined to left. Her first time around is 0 for 1. You know, you talk about, I was going to finish this, Fort Cobb Rocks, and Cray Rogers was named the most outstanding player of the tournament. There's a called strike, and it's 2-1 on Puckett.
Good kid.
Yeah, he is. Just a junior, too.
That came from Cordell with his family, of course.
Jana coaches the girls.
His dad works down at Fort Sill, I believe. And so, yeah, a little bit closer for Dad to drive. And definitely, I tell you what, just a powerhouse of a program in Fort Cobb.
3-1 now on Puckett. Leadoff batter here in inning number 3. Led off the ball game as well. Takes a strike, 3-2.
Some of those quotes by Scott Hines in the paper about it just never gets old. I bet it does, and I bet that's just an incredible feeling. Just you got different kids every time, and so it's every year's a journey.
Payoff pitch, fouled and out of play, and that'll be a strikeout. First out of the inning. Good pitch there by Manasco. Made her climb the ladder and hacked it foul. Sky Clausen now will step in. Clausen singled and was left stranded at third back in inning number 1. In both the ball games, Duke has loaded the bases in the first inning and couldn't get anybody home. There's a hot shot to Woodruss at second. Nice play by Bren. She'll pick it and fire to first for out number 2.
Look what I found.
That's not exactly the way they draw it up, but she got the out.
She did.
Yeah.
She was in a good spot.
So Brock Dill now will step in. Dill rolled into a fielder's choice her first time around, was left stranded at second base. First pitch swinging, little looping line drive that gets underneath the glove of Morgan White, and that'll be an infield single. And again, when it's hot and the wind is blowing, that's right in your glove. But tonight, air heavy, and it just kind of died.
Thud.
Went right underneath her glove for, as we mentioned, the infield single. So the inning alive for C.D. Hall. Hall rolled into a fielder's choice back in the first and was left stranded. 0 for 1. Takes the ball, 1-0. Of course, on the girls' side, Class B, Hammond.
Man.
Got a kid 6'4".
Yeah.
for that Lady Warrior Club.
And she's being recruited by the big schools.
Well, yeah, she's good.
Yeah. And Lomega's got a great tradition as well. It's ran into one of those special teams.
2-0 here on Dill, rather. Runner at first. There's a fly ball, left center field. York calls for it, makes the catch, and the inning will come to an end. So no runs for Duke in their half of the third. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. We played 2.5. Mangum 7-0 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
Anna probably ready for a new commercial.
Yes.
now that we've reached March.
Yeah, I'll have to visit her. She's been busy with those prom.
Oh, Prompalooza, and she's always putting on a fashion show on Facebook.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean she's got the runway model thing going.
Never invited you to model though.
No, she hasn't.
Okay.
Although I could be George Costanza and be a hand model. Oh my goodness, some of the stuff that they could come up with that were just funny. And I mean that show's been off the air since 1998, 99, something like that. And I mean, it's like yesterday. I just go through the episodes, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bottom half of the third inning here for Mangum. See if they can't add to their 7-0 total. Landry Lively will lead it off. She'll be followed by Blakely Manasco, and Laramie Griffiths as well. Haven't talked about, we talk about fashion. Haven't talked about the duds that the Lady Tigers are wearing this afternoon.
Pinstripes, the black with the orange pinstripes, the sharp.
Gotta like them.
Yep.
Good looking stuff. I like a polo like that. I think it'd make a good looking polo. Cold strike here, 1-0 on Lively. Landry doubled her first time around. Down the count 0-1. Takes upstairs for ball. 1-1 now on Lively. Patricia Stover has joined us. Jennifer Reisner and Robin Bogart says, good luck, Lady Tigers. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Line shot. Caught by the shortstop. Oh, I tell you what, I thought that was headed for left field, but McKinley Puckett climbed the ladder. Made the play for out number one. Nice play by Puckett. So one gone for Mangum in their half of the third, and that'll be Blakely Manasco to the plate. Blakely grounded to second her first time around. She's 0 for 1. Takes a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Little looper back to the pitcher, and oh, you got to love Cadence Davis. She's just like nonchalantly stuck the glove out and made the catch for out number 2.
Next.
Yeah. A glove save and a beauty. There's a ground ball to short, knocked down by Puckett. She'll throw to first. Not in time. Safe at first base. Good job of hustling down the line, Laramie Griffiths, to keep the inning alive for Jalen Hammond. That bobble got Puckett. If she fields the ball cleanly, probably going to get the out over at first base, but Griffiths running hard is safe. So Hammond steps in. Jalen walked, scored her first time around. She can get on board. It turns the lineup over and gets them back to the top. And she'll smack one into center field for a base hit. Keck came on quickly to try to make the play at second, but again, a bit of a bobble. So Hammond on for the second time of the ball game. Griffiths goes to second. Runners at first and second now for Woodruss. Bryn walked and scored both times around. It's a line shot right at Dollins at second, and the inning will come to an end. So Mangum comes up empty in their half of the third, hit the ball hard, but nothing to show for it. No runs. There were a couple of hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on board. We've played 3. Mangum 7, Duke nothing. Classic hits 97.7.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
All right, a little sunshine. Backlighting is here as we head to the top half of inning number 4.
You blew the clouds away.
Oh, my goodness. I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Yes.
By the way, you mentioned that forecast, chance of rain, 52 for a high tomorrow. So that frontal boundary expected to move through overnight. And then tomorrow, tomorrow night, 80% chance of rain, near a half inch is what they're saying.
I would take it.
So nothing wrong with that. And then another chance coming up on Thursday. So, yeah, it'll be all right. So Dollins, who made the nice play to end inning number 3 on the defensive end, leads it off here in the 4th.
Don't need those 100-mile-per-hour winds, do we?
No. No, we do not. Count on Dollins now 2-0. As the second baseman pitched in the first game, second base here in game number 2. She walked her first time around. Hits a ground ball towards center field. White there behind the bag, sets, fires, and they said Zachary came off the base. I thought she had the ball long enough, but apparently not. And safe on the infield hit is Brady Dollins.
That's a tough view for one.
It is.
Umpire, so.
Yeah, if we had had an umpire over there at first, probably get a different call. Good job by Morgan to go behind the bag to get it, and she had a little more time to throw than she gave herself. And Addie King looks at a ball. 0-1.
Either that or the moon.
Wow. Her dad, Adrian, sitting down to our left, and he's wondering about that one. That's an illegal pitch there. 1-1.
Like you said, you might as well just keep going.
Well, and that's exactly right. You know, you get a pitch and you push the envelope a little bit more, see what you can get away with. Look like the same pitch at the beginning of the sequence, called for a ball. 2-1 now. On the left-handed hitting, Addie King. 1 gone here in the 4th. Addie had a notion. Pitch was deep. And the count now 3-1. So Dollins at first, nobody out. Middle third of the lineup for Duke. Takes a strike there. That's a good pitch. The count now full 3-2. So Manasco has had the ability this afternoon to throw something on the borderline and make Duke foul it off, which is a strikeout. Ooh. And she got the called strikeout there. So King gone with a backwards K. Big time rarity in slow pitch softball. And that'll bring Alyssa Keck to the plate. Alyssa walked her first time. Takes a ball here, 1-0 on Alyssa. Mangum on top, 7-0. Again, a 5-inning affair. So the run rule is 12-10. 12 after 3, 10 after 4. It's a ball inside and high. 2-0 now on Keck. And Duke just trying to get on the scoreboard. Shut out in that first game. And 2 1/3 innings here and yet to score. And there's a called strike. 2-1 on Alyssa Keck. Over at first base, Dollins, one gone. That's illegal. And the count 3-1.
Yeah, well, we got OU and OSU Wednesday. Is that right? Wednesday night?
Is that how the pairings wound up? I
so.
didn't see.
Yeah. Which Oklahoma State beat those Sooners a couple times this year already.
Keck takes ball 4, runners at first and second now for Mangum. Do you think there's any chance at all that the Sooners can get into the big tournament?
I just don't.
I don't either. I mean, they can. They could win the Big 12, and then they get the automatic berth.
Right, but I don't. Yeah. What's that quote? 0.0.
Cadence Davis, the pitcher, takes a ball, or takes a strike, rather. 0-1 on Davis. She fouled out her first time around, 0 for 1. Runners at first and second. One gone here in the third, and a chance to help her own cause. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Big 12 is tough. I mean,
oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Kansas is on a roll, but, I mean, so many other teams could get hot, too.
Yeah.
Called strike 2. 1-2 on Davis. Kansas State can bubble up and play hard in a hurry. Yeah. TCU, Baylor, I mean, it's amazing.
Interested to see how they do in the tournament. Yeah.
Line shot, base hit center field. Mangum going to get the ball in quickly, and now the ball gets away from the catcher, and they will keep the runner at third base. I thought maybe Dollins may try to head for home, but she will stay put at third. Keck at second. Boy, Davis hit that ball hard. She's aboard. So here's Courtney Randolph. Randolph struck out her last time around, 0 for 1. And again, if you are Blakely Manasco, you're looking for a ground ball somewhere. Outside for a ball, 1-0. I mean, Bob Huggins, he can get his team hot. West Virginia can beat you. 1-0 pitch on the way. Deep for ball 2, 2-0. What about the job Kelvin Sampson has done down at Houston? My goodness.
Impressive.
2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Never did understand why OU let him get away.
Well, I mean, at the time, it's one of those things where you got to take Indiana when they offer. If you're at OU, it's one of the blue bloods.
Yeah.
But he just got to quit texting people what he's not supposed to.
3-1 now. That was illegal.
Yes, it was illegal.
As if on cue.
But, yeah, then he went to the NBA because he couldn't coach in college, but then was able to get to a place. And really, that place was not the best situation.
Ball 4 to Randolph for the first run of the afternoon, scored by Duke. Walking in from third is Brady Dollins. So it's 7-1. Keck will go to third. Davis to second. And as we mentioned, Randolph over at first.
But you remember the flyer, Slamma Jamma.
Oh, yeah. Houston Cougars back in the day. Akeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. And then Jimmy V with the miraculous win.
Yes.
This one is foul. And especially Dickerson. He's trying to guide it.
I do remember watching
the
game
pitcher
live. That was
83? 83, yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Northwest Missouri State University, and we had come out of a meeting and had like a 20-inch television that sat on top of
that was huge.
A Coke machine. Yeah, back in the day, that was huge. And, I mean, we were all gathered around the television and watched that. It was amazing. Just always that image of Valvano running around trying to find somebody to hug. I want to hug somebody.
Yeah.
Derek Wittenberg. Some great names back then.
Ralph Sampson.
And you think basketball and you think tall guys and you think that they automatically win, but a great example there. 7-4 and couldn't win a national championship.
Yep.
Count on Dickerson, 1-1, bases loaded. Manasco trying to get out with any other further damage. Strike 2. Top of the order, and McKinley Puckett waiting in the on-deck circle. 2 gone, though, here in the 4th. 7-1 ball game. Little dribbler towards third and picked up by White. She'll fire to second in time for the force play. Great play by Morgan for out number 2. A run does score on the play as Keck will come in. Advancing to third is Davis. And Randolph is forced at second base 5-6-4. Safe at first base will be Dixon on the fielder's choice. And that's going to be called illegal. As Puckett digs in. She's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Line to left and struck out. 7-2 ball game now. Runners at first and third. A little bit outside for ball 2. 2-0. Chaminade, the year they beat Ralph Sampson in Virginia. I don't know that there's been any bigger upset in college basketball than that one. Called strike, 2-1. Seven-2 ball game. Top half of inning number 3. Patricia Stover has joined us. Emma Gerald's as well. 2-1 pitch. And again, to me, that looks high. I'm calling that illegal if I'm behind the plate. 3-1. So Duke is much more patient this time around and resulted in a couple of runs. Not taking some hacks at pitches earlier in the ball game, and certainly in that first game they were swinging at. Called strike, good pitch there, and the count full 3-2. So again, if you're Puckett, you got to be hacking, but you got to keep it between the lines as well. See if Blakely can get out of the inning here. Payoff pitch on the way with runners at first and third. And line drive base hit left field. Lively over there to cut it off. She'll throw to second behind the runner. Scoring from third on the play will be Davis, and it's 7-3. Dickerson is at second now. Puckett at first. Give her the RBI on the play. As we mentioned, 7-3. Sky Clausen now will dig in. Had a notion. Took it for a ball. And the count 1-0 on Sky. Haven't mentioned it, but you'll want to make sure that you spring forward. Saturday night, Sunday morning, depending on your bedtime. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Fly ball, center field, and Lauren York will throw behind the runner, and not standing on the bag was Woodruss, and everybody going to be safe. Well, that should have been an easy force play there at second base, but instead it will load the bases. Puckett at second, Dickerson at third, and Clausen at first with a single. So Duke really coming alive for the bat. Morgan flips to second in time for the final out of the inning. But not before Duke comes across with 3 runs. 3 runs in the inning for the Duke Lady Tigers on 3 hits. There were no errors and a couple of runners left on board. After 2.5, 7-3, Mangum on top of Duke. More Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
So we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. Scoreboard had us in the 3rd inning. I didn't trust myself. So we'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Mangum now leading 7-3. And due up for the Lady Tigers, it'll be Maddie Paxton, Lauren York, and Hadley Zachary. I don't know that Coach Bingham too disappointed by the fact that Duke put the ball in play a couple of times. His team had played a little bit of defense, which they had not done, had to do a whole lot of. Certainly that first game, they scored 10 runs. So Maddie Paxton will step in. Maddie 0 for 2. Hit the ball on the button both times, but has nothing to show for it. First pitch swinging here. That one's off the fist. Maddie, can she beat it out? Dollins will flip the first in time for out number 1. So Paxton, a little backspin on that one. And good job by Dollins to go get it for out number 1. Lauren York now will step in. Lauren, a single and a run scored, and she's popped back to the pitcher. She will be hacking here, and is. High and deep to left field, and waving it goodbye is Sky Clausen. Ding dong, the pitch is dead. So I said you'd have to really get into charge into one to get it out, and she did.
First one of the spring season.
Wind has died down significantly, and I'm not taking anything away from her. She hit it hard and hit it deep, and it is gone. And Mangum on top 8-3. Hadley Zachary will step in. Takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0. So the first home run of the year, Lauren York, for the ball club and for herself. And puts Mangum up by 5, 8-3. Zachary hits one hard down the left field line, but foul. You could hear it rattle off the fence down there, but that one just had too much hook in it. At that top hand, turned it over. Boy, she hit it hard. Pretty good golf swing if you can come up with it. Zachary this time will lift it to right center field. And ball dropped out there by, I think that was Keck, right center fielder, whomever, dropping the ball. So we'll call it E9. And a runner aboard for Mangum here in inning number 4. Morgan White digs in. Morgan walked and scored her first time around and then singled and was left stranded. And in the second, pops this one up on the infield, caught by the pitcher for out number 2. Cadence Davis has made a couple of plays there in the circle this afternoon. Here comes Holly Lehman-Webb. Holly walked and scored back in the first and then lined out to end inning number 2. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1 on Holly. She's 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Oh, man. Did you see where Turner got hit in the face?
No. Line drive.
Oh, man.
Out. Holly Lehman-Webb lines out, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Mangum does come up with a run on the home run from Lauren York. There was 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on board. We played 4. Mangum on top 8-3 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Oh, my, yeah. Chad showing me video of Justin Turner
Yeah.
Hit in the face with a pitch. My goodness.
And the reason I bring that up is that he had 16 stitches after that.
Really? No concussion?
I don't know. He said his name was Jeff when he. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
He's 38 years old. Wow.
Rockdale, Sealy Hall, and Bradley Dollins due up for Duke in their half of inning number 5. Top half of the frame, Mangum on top by 5 and trying to come up with their second win of the year. Again, they'll be back at it tomorrow here against Snyder, weather permitting, and we gave you that forecast. And there is a chance of wet weather. Not sure when it will move in, so stay tuned, as they say. Mike McAlexander has joined us. Hi, Mike. Good afternoon to you, buddy.
Michael?
I like this kid down here in the blonde hair. That hair is a permanent wind blowing in my face, standing straight up hair. That's good. Mm-hmm. So Mangum, 3 outs away from getting their second win as many tries. Brock Dill leads it off, though, for Duke. Dill has singled and got forced on a fielder's choice and then was singled and left stranded in the third. 2 for 2 in the ballgame. And now 3 for 3 as she'll smoke that one into center field. And again, it's just interesting to sit here this afternoon and now into the gloaming of the evening, watching the kids beginning to get their timing a little bit. Boy, early on it was difficult to say the least, but now and timing beginning to get there. So here's Bradley Dollins. Dollins walked her first time around, then singled and scored an inning ago and takes a pitch for a ball here, 1-0 on Dollins. So 8-3 lead is tenuous at best. Pitch is deep, 2-0. Mangum sailing along and singing a song, and Duke scored 3 an inning ago, and trying to add to that here, ball 3, taken by Dollins. Or Hall, rather. Sealy Hall, I'm sorry. Dollins waits in the on-deck circle. Ball delivered. So Hall is aboard. Dill is at second. Nobody out. It's Bradley Dollins. I don't think I'm in the right. I may have messed my book up somewhere.
Yeah, I think you got.
This is Addie King, actually.
There you go.
Yeah. So Addie King steps in. Heading the count 1-0. That'll be ball 2. Left-handed hitting King. So Dollins, we'll get it corrected now. And we got off on our book. Dollins is at first, and Hall is at second. Now it's 2-0 on Addie King. She looks at ball 3, 3-0 on King. Outside for ball 4, and I think everybody in the house thought that was going to be a strike. So King aboard. Addie at first. Dollins will go to second. And Hall now at third base. Ball delivered here. Alyssa Keck in the count, 1-0. Keck walked in the second and then singled and scored an inning ago. Dribbled that one foul. And the count on Alyssa now 1-1. So Mangum needs an out. 1-1, bases loaded. Nobody going here in the fifth. Cold strike. And the count now 1-2 on Alyssa. Bottom third of the order. Boy, if you're Manasco, you really want to shut it down here, get out of it, and get the win. Little looping line drive through the middle of the field, picked up by White. Morgan will put it in the glove of Woodruss. And Morgan laughing. She's like, I didn't realize that you were standing on the bag, and I was too, Bren. So King retired, officially 6-4 on the fielder's choice. Scoring on the play is Hall. Dollins will take third. And a line drive down the line. That is a fair ball off the bat of Davis. That'll chase home one run. And dropping anchor at third base will be Alyssa Keck. And got a ball game, guys.
Yep, tying run is at the plate.
Cadence Davis winds up at second base with the double. Courtney Randolph will step in. Runners at second and third, 8-5 ball game. Pitch a little bit deep here to Randolph. Count 1-0. She struck out in the second and then rolled into a fielder's choice. Her last at bat takes a strike here. The count 1-1. Well, Blakely has got some strikeouts in the two ball games and certainly wouldn't mind one right about now. A little bit deep on that one. Count 2-1 on Randolph. Presley Dickerson waits in the on-deck circle. And then you look at the top of the order. Second and third, one gone, 8-5 ball game. Top half of the fifth and 5-inning ball game. Cold strike here. And that'll level the count at 2-2. See if Manasco can get herself a strikeout here. 2-2 pitch on the way for Blakely. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout there. As Randolph has gone on strikes for the second time in the ball game. And that'll bring it Presley Dickerson. Presley has struck out and walked. Looks at the ball here. 1-0. You do not want to walk the bases full and then have the leadoff hitter come to the plate. Top half of inning number 5. Little dribbler out in front of home plate. Going to be fielded by Manasco, but everybody going to be safe. And that was just a swinging bunt there by Dickerson. Give her an RBI on the play. Scoring from third is Keck. Taking third is Davis. Runners at the corners now, and back to the top we go. McKinley Puckett. Puckett hit the ball hard a couple of times this afternoon. Lined out in this one. Has singled and struck out. Takes a strike here, 0-1. 8-6 ball game now. As Duke and Mangum battle it out here in the fifth. 0-1 pitch. Well, she had a notion. A little bit deep. And the count on Puckett now 1-1. So Davis at third, and Dickerson, who runs well, is at first base. So something in the gap. Look out. Shot down the line underneath the glove of Paxton. Davis will come in and score. And now Mangum throws the ball away. They're going to send the runner to third. Paxton can't get there. And everybody going to be safe.
My, oh my.
Dickerson took a big chance taking third on that play, but was able to make it safely. 8-7 now. And the RBI for Puckett. Runners at the corners now. 2 gone in the fifth. And here's Sky Clausen. Mangum going to have a little bit of a conversation as Holly Avery Rogers has joined us, and our old buddy Blank Crawford as well. Brian Bingham has been out once this afternoon to talk to his ball club, and now the infield going to have their own conversation with the pitcher. Talk a little strategy here. 8-7 ball game. Top half of inning number 5. Again, 5-inning affair is at a couple of games this afternoon. Mangum won the first one 10-0 and was cruising in this one up 7-0 before Duke erupted for 3 in the fourth, and they've got 4 home so far here in inning number 5, and Clausen turned away from that one. It was a called strike. 0-1 on Sky. Puckett at first. Dickerson at third. Mangum trying to get the final out of the inning. The final out of the ball game. Clausen, fly ball, center field. There to make the catch, Holly Lehman-Webb, and the ball game will come to an end. Great defense by Lehman-Webb. Read that one perfectly off the bat to end the ball game. So it was a nail-biter. Duke would not go quietly into the night as they scored 4 times in the 5th, but it was not enough, and Mangum wins it by a final score of 8-7, and we're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mangum wins the second ball game 8-7 as they hang on and get the final out there in the top of the 5th inning with runners at first and third. 8 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for Mangum. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Duke. And Lady Tigers of Duke now 0-2 on the young season. Mangum Tigers are 2-0, and they will be back at it tomorrow afternoon, entertaining Snyder in a 5:30 affair here in Mangum. And then don't forget they'll play again coming up on Friday in the opening round of the Blair Tournament, and that one gets underway at 10 o'clock Friday morning. So for our producer-engineer Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. Don't forget, now along the Fox Radio Network, tomorrow it'll be Hobart and Preston in the 2A quarterfinal matchup from the Big House on 1420 KTJS 102.1 on your FM dial. For Chad, I'm Michael. Thanks, and have a great evening. Stay safe. We'll talk to you soon on Classic Hits 97.7.